You tuning in to Radio The Ritual on radio WICV.org. Today we have a special episode. For this one, it's Rosa, Banshee, Connor. Goes by many aliases, but today we have a special mix set in by Connor.
What's the weather like? Where am I supposed to be? Are we walking in the rain? Where is she going? What time is it now? Did they get your call? Do you like her anymore? Where did we go today? Is this the right direction?
That was Almost Fantasy by Fog Lake, right here on radio WICV The Ritual. We have a very special guest here today, Rosa Banshee, New Jersey native. We're going to get into an interview with him and talk about his music. Right now we just have more music coming up from the special mix given to us by Connor. Thank you. You're listening to The Ritual right here on radio WICV.org. This is a special mix by our very special guest, Rosa Banshee, New Jersey native. Please enjoy the music.
We'll be right back.
Please enjoy this very special mix by Rosa Banshee, our very special guest for today. Upcoming, we have an interview with New Jersey native Rosa Banshee himself. But for right now, he has a very special mix right here on Radio WICV The Ritual. Right here on this radio station, all we do is get money. And so when we play this music, everybody gets money. Rosa Banshee is going to give us money with this very special mix that he has playing for us right now. Does Rosa Banshee have you fucked up? We finna find out right here on The Ritual at radiowicv.org. Stay tuned for this interview coming up in about 10 minutes. I bet you ain't never thought you was gonna hear a "You'll Never Get to Heaven" by a edit right here on Radio WICV at The Ritual. We play new shit that nobody ever hears. And this right here's mix is sent in by our very special guest coming up later today, later this evening. Right after this mix is Rosa Banshee, New Jersey native. Let's get into it. Rosa Banshee representing the 973 hashtag Jersey lifestyle. Go give Rosa Banshee a follow on every platform, on SoundCloud, on Instagram. We got more music coming up and an interview right after this.
Just to escape your silence.
The Ritual Radio, WICV.org. Right here, The Ritual Radio, WICV.org. We have a very special guest with us today. New Jersey underground native. Let's get it. Connor, Rosa Banshee. Connor, how are you doing today?
All right, am I coming through okay?
Yup, wait. Say it again.
Am I coming through okay? Can everybody hear me?
Yup. Y'all hear him?
All right, let's get a check before we spend like 30 minutes talking into the space and no one hears anything.
Yeah, I think. Hold on. I think we should be good now. I should think we should be for good for right now, bro.
Before we spend like 30 minutes.
Anybody who's listening, Connor is.
I got it. It's coming through.
All right, yup. Everybody listening right now, Connor, New Jersey native, underground, been in the game for a couple years now. Connor, I have a question for you. Tell us, you grew up in New Jersey, right? And so tell us how your music has been impacted by your.
Well, that's a really good one. Yeah, I mean that's a great starter. I think there's a lot of influence in my music that has an origin in where I grew up, like specifically with nature and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm backed up like surrounding a wooded sort of area, so I feel most at home when I'm kind of in a rural area or just when I'm spending time in nature. I think really anyone who knows me can vouch for that.
Yeah, so you spend a whole lot of time in nature?
Yeah, that definitely has a big impact on it, and like wildlife too, definitely. There's a lot that originates just from like stupid to say, but just like going outside, just enjoying the surroundings.
Nah, yeah, it's
Sometimes
underrated.
sometimes I'll like sit down, I'll be working on something, and I look out the window, I see a deer, I'm like, I wonder what a deer would think if I showed him this song. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
influences.
Yeah, you think, yeah. So, I don't know, does it get lonely out there at all, or just.
No. I mean, I don't really see it that way. I'm
okay.
happy where I am. I'm grateful. So I have no complaints. I like the setting.
Oh, yeah, that's good, man. Like, so you've been at this, since such a young age, and, with how your environment and has and everything. So what is your goal for music? What would you like? How would you feel most satisfied? Like, where would you get to a point where you feel most satisfied with your music?
That's definitely a hard one to answer. I think I'd be most satisfied. It's tough. I think I'd be satisfied if I had like 5 listeners or no listeners at all, for that matter.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter to me. But the condition I have is as long as those 5 listeners are really like about it, they really get it, they feel what I'm putting down. And as long as that's the case, I definitely consider it like a mission accomplished. I have no bouts with that.
Oh, that's good, man. Yeah, like there's no greater feeling than uh having just like a real like dedicated fan, and just like having that experience, just So yeah, like just one fan listening to you would make like your whole like it would make your whole day, whole career.
Yeah, I mean it makes my day. I open SoundCloud like once or twice a day, and if I see a notification, it's like someone liking something, I'm just happy. Like I'm pretty simple to impress, honestly. Like
Yeah.
I'm just happy if anyone can make the same connection that I made with the art when I was making it. And honestly, I think
Mhm.
if you ask me the same question, like how I feel about this if I was a little kid, or if you ask me in 10 years from now, I think I'd feel the exact same way about it. Like I don't think it's ever going to change.
Yeah, shoot. So you've just been so yeah, like you've been at this for quite a long time, and you've been at this since you were very young. How old were you when you started making music?
Um I think about 12 when I really
Wow.
started locking in with it, but I had been playing guitar and drums and piano since I was like 5 or 6.
Jeez. Oh yeah, you've been at this since you were a very young age. And so did you know any like-minded people that were your age when you first started out?
Definitely not. Definitely not. I went in
Yeah.
like totally blind to this when my friend sent me FL Studio when I
Hmm.
was really young, and there was no one I knew online or in person that was interested in any of the same stuff I was up until a certain point. Like when I met you, honestly, like when I met you and the whole gang, it was really up until that point. No one really was feeling stuff the way I feel it. Not like I was trying to be different or anything. It just was circumstantial, you
Yeah.
know, circumstantial. I really had no idea what I was doing. Like I just sit down and I watch a tutorial, but I had trouble focusing and finding anything interesting about it. So I kind of just
Hmm.
spent all the time just learning it myself, like learning FL Studio by playing around with it, and then just picking up random techniques from friends or
Yeah.
just along the years. You know, seeing even like a an Instagram post about it, like, oh, you know you can twist this knob, and I'm like, dude, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Like the fact that we have done like not just you and me, but you and so many of other people in our circle have done so many like songs together and whatnot. Like how much of what you know now could be attributed to just collaborating with all of the people that you have so far?
essentially all of it. Like not even
Mm.
a single part would not have been. It wouldn't have been possible for me to make it this far if I hadn't had the opportunity to collaborate with people. And I think, like, yeah, just working with you, working with everybody in the server we have, and kind of finding the style that I like has
Yeah.
pushed me forward than I think I could have ever gotten by myself. So never take that for granted. Um, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I'd
definitely.
really recommend it like to anyone starting out. I think you should just sharpen your sword per se. I know Daniel was talking about that recently. I think that's a good phrase to describe it. Like sharpen your sword and your skills, and reach out to people. Like reach out, go on SoundCloud, just dig up stuff that you like from people that don't have many listeners or followers, and hit them up and
Yeah.
try and get some work, because that's what's gonna really push you forward, and that's what's really gonna keep you inspired for your own solo stuff too.
Hey man, that's a good phrase. Yeah, sharpening your sword. And so and you do like SoundCloud deep dives all the time. Like I can't imagine how many countless like underrated artists you ran into over like your course of just like searching out for them and stuff like that.
Yeah, no regrets. I mean, all the hours spent, it's always to find something really great, and sometimes you just hit gold. And I never really feel dissatisfied with what I find on SoundCloud. It's
Yeah,
just really
shoot.
endless. It's like an endless sea of dope stuff.
Man, like, and so you have all this experience, not only making music, but managing others when it comes to how like comes to putting them on. And for example, we used to run different URL fests. For those who don't know, Connor not only does he do music himself, but he hosts online music festivals. He used to host online music festivals.
Yeah,
It's been a
yeah.
minute, but new innovative project. You ran the A2B2 Sunset Fest. like
No,
just
no questions asked festival.
yeah, no questions asked. Just how has it been managing multiple URL fests increase your understanding of what is possible with music?
Yeah, it's definitely a throwback. I remember COVID was hitting everyone really hard, and a lot of people weren't able to get work, and a lot of people were kind of just on their computers at home. So it was around the same time. I mean, it just happened by chance. I was getting confident enough to start sending demos out, just sharing it around. And then I started meeting more people online, and they were really talented. And I was like, dude, this music is awesome. And like, no one hears it. And then I
Yeah.
just started kind of thinking, well, how can I bring this together in a way that they can support themselves, like they can support other small artists and others can support them, and they can reach, you know, somewhat of a bigger platform. I mean, I wasn't kind of shooting for the stars because pretty much everyone we had at the festivals was super underground and wasn't popping, but
Yeah.
it was more of a show of like, let's have mutual support for each other. Let's bring each other up at a time like this, you know, where everyone's kind of really down.
Yeah, man. And just I'm guessing like it took a lot of especially like trial and error when it came to
Yeah.
like running these events. So like yeah,
Oh
how was
yeah,
that
for
like?
sure. Well, we did like 2 runs of the festival where everything went to charity, and then I helped a few others run their own festivals with the same type of deal around the same time.
Yeah.
One of those people, shout out Graystar, bro. Their music is incredible, and their back must hurt because they were carrying me with the planning. They helped me plan so much of those shows way back when. It was really a lot of them helping me with the last minute planning, because at one of them we had like 80 people over the course of a 3-day weekend.
Oh
So
shit. Yeah.
it was like graveyard shift live streaming. I think yeah, not it was pretty much all me, but I had to work with a spreadsheet, and without Graystar I wouldn't have been able to do that. So shout out Graystar.
Man, yeah, shout out Gray Star. That COVID was such just a different time. And like now we're, you know, 5 years removed from since, you know, that began. And do you really see any like URL fest being relevant anymore? Or do you think about putting them on still?
Yeah, yeah, it comes to me like every couple months. I'm like, yeah, I should do another one. I think it's kind of just like something that isn't as relevant as it used to be. You know, it's
Yeah.
something that a lot of people aren't as enthusiastic about. I think just with a lot of venues being open now, and with a lot of people being more comfortable with going out to shows now, even the, you know, the younger people who were super young during COVID are more into going out now. So it's much less of a thing, but I still see them pop up like here and there. I'll see like a Twitch festival, and I'm like, damn, I should really get to work on another one. But yeah, I definitely want to revisit it eventually. Sure.
And yeah, like yeah, it's just ever since going from, you know, the time of having everybody be online all the time to back to like having things be in real life. It's yeah, I don't know. There's so many like digital music spaces that I feel I guess we're kind of lost in relevance to everything just kind of going back to, you know, quote unquote normal and everything. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously there's a benefit of everything reopening again, but I think, at least in the communities we were in, it took a big toll on what was built up.
Well, shoot. And so I mean, you've seen so many people and you've run into so many people. Can you name anybody, any number of people that have like contributed to your sound mainly?
Um, that is a good one. I think it grows every single waking moment. Like every moment I'm just digging on SoundCloud or Spotify, wherever it is. Like I'm just digging around, and I think it's not only just to find new stuff to be inspired by, it's just new stuff to bring forward, you know, like to spread around,
Yeah.
because I think that stuff needs to be heard. I have a genuine love for a lot of this stuff, so I think yeah, I couldn't even give you a top 10, bro. It's very
Yeah.
spacious. I mean, you heard the mix. Anybody who's listening right now heard the mix. I just kind of threw it all together. I was like, well, I'm not really going off with consistency here. I'm going just based on vibes, just what I like. So, and that's what my
Sure.
attitude's always been. I think I will shout it out because I've found a focus over the past few years in witch house music, and that's definitely one of
Yeah.
my greatest passions, I guess, if I had to put a label on anything.
Hmm.
And coincidentally, it just has such a strong international scene. Like there will be someone in America or someone in like, I don't know, like Siberia, Siberia
Always the most random places here.
or
Yeah.
China. There'll be anybody making anything all around the world, and
That's what's so great
it's
about it
something.
too. Like,
It's a genre that so many people can kind of connect on, and I love supporting it. So I think, and I also just think with the state of the world, music like that is kind of on the come up because it originated during, at least in America, it originated during the recession, and I just think, I mean, not to get into some kind of like pseudo deep conversation, I feel like everyone could use something to connect with right now more than ever.
yeah,
Like right now is a time where people need something to mirror what they're feeling. Like they want to know they're not alone. So that music, at
yeah,
least for me, scratches that itch.
dude. And yeah, we run into so many different people from so many different countries every single day. Uh, Most of the and everybody in our group, it's actually kind of quite a miracle that most of the people in our like group are at least on the East Coast in some way. But yeah, like with how far your music reaches, and you see somebody in like Russia or yeah, like any number of places in the world just listening to your music. How does that make you feel? Like, how satisfied does that make you feel knowing your music is reaching worldwide?
It's the best feeling in the world. Like I can't think of anything that feels better than seeing that happen. Like I was just chopping it up with some Russian guy on SoundCloud yesterday. Like I heard his music. I was like, dude, this is incredible. I clicked his bio and it's like St. Petersburg. I'm like, this is awesome, dude. And I put a positive comment, and then I think he only speaks Russian, so he replied to me in Russian, and then I translated it to understand it, and then like he put a few replies, and I just like kept translating it, and it's like
Yeah,
it's the most direct way to communicate with someone. It's the most raw way to communicate with other artists, and that's why I love just chopping up with people around the world. I think that's really one of the only things about the internet I can say I appreciate.
yeah, Russian homies, bro. Man, like, and yeah, people always go on about. There is something to be said about the disappearance of like local scenes and everything, but I'm guessing, do you feel like that's a blessing and a curse now that everybody from anywhere in the world
Yeah,
can just be
the
involved?
death of the scene. Yeah, that's definitely something that is more relevant now post COVID than I think ever before. It's definitely something that
Yeah,
you don't have to even be in a rural area to be affected by that. I feel like any downtown or metropolitan area is affected by the same thing. So everyone's kind of sharing that type of feeling. I think, like for example, I can think of like the Orange County screamo scene. Like our friend Aaron's in
hmm,
there with Claybirds and stuff and all those bands. I think Orange
yeah,
County or just like the SoCal scram scene that's really
that
popping
whole
off.
SoCal
I
scram
think
scene.
that's one of the
Yeah,
only, and like Denton, Texas has a lot of really cool like pockets of different genres over there where everything's live. Like there's no online connection there. It's really all just in person, everyone making a connection, which I think is really cool. And
yeah, and you have
I
to
feel like
be
other
like,
scenes can take notes from Denton and SoCal and all those other places and cities where it's still effective.
yeah, and it's so weird because you can be tapped in with these scenes, but if you're not there in person, attending the shows and seeing everybody, seeing the regulars that attend, like these regular bands that play around these local
Yeah,
venues,
exactly.
it just
There's just
really
no
feels like you're missing something.
yeah, there's no other way to be close with someone. Like I love the internet, but there's nothing that compares to that, just an in-person engagement.
Yeah, no.
And oh,
And
shout out! I will shout out one more. Shout out the Boston hardcore scene and everything
shout
that's
out
going on
Boston
up there.
Hardcore.
Our friend Rob will literally hop on here. If he wasn't at work right now, he'd be on here talking for his own 30 minutes about that. I mean, that's a crazy scene. So shout out that too.
Rob definitely needs his own episode, and we're gonna get it. But shoot, yeah. And the thing is that's tricky about it is, I think for Witch House it's a different scenario though, because Witch House was never it was never assigned to like a designated area. It's always kind of just existed online, right?
Yeah, I think it's one of the greatest examples of the first internet music movement. Like it originated on MySpace and Tumblr in the late 2000s, and it's really
Yeah.
not meant to be live. Like I just made so many comments about how I love live stuff, but one of my favorite genres is just not meant to be played live. Essentially, I think it can be done well, and that's why there's a lot of room for development in it. There's a lot of room to kind of build on
What's that
the
one Salem
Godfathers of it.
show? That one Salem live show that they played where it was just like, I even Anthony Fantano made a video on it calling it the worst live performance ever.
Yeah, the Fader Fort. Yeah, they played the Fader Fort at South by Southwest, and well, I think it was more of an engineer problem. Like the live engineer hated their music, so he turned
Yeah,
their volume down. He turned the synth down to like 20%. You can hear it. It's like it was no accident. Every other band was good, and
that's fucked up. Yeah,
they're screwing them up intentionally to push them down. So, but yeah, I do think though as a band they aren't great live, but
yeah,
that's why there's room for so many people to build on that though. Like there doesn't have to just be one person you take inspiration from for everything. I think
yeah.
there's
Always,
always you can always branch out and you can always look to other places where there's more lively live shows and be
yeah,
like, okay,
definitely.
I want to translate that with my music. That's totally different. You can do that.
Yeah.
It's called free
Shoot.
will.
Free will, man. Look, I mean, so we have like, I don't know, with how eclectic your music taste is and how far reaching you are, like tapped into like just so many different music scenes. Um, like I know you sent that net spend video. I don't got no dream collab artists, but do you have any dream collab artists? Just for the sake of asking.
That's yeah. Um, I think honestly it would probably be Xavier So Based. I'm gonna say Xavier So Based because I love his art a lot, and
Yeah.
I was there, and I'm flexing now, and everybody, I'm just flexing here. I was there. I
Okay,
was there
bro.
since like summer, like spring, summer 2022. Okay,
Nah,
before he hit the big old waves of
for
TikTok and all
for
that.
real, bro. We
Um,
were there. It's
you were
crazy to
there, yeah.
see
We both
how.
found him around the same time, man. It's real. That's real, genuine art from the heart. You can feel it when you hear his music. He's one of my favorite artists out right now, for sure.
I mean, yeah, no. Imagine Xavier Sobase hopping on your beat. That would be insane.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be a good match, but hopefully one day, man. Maybe Xavier will watch this in like a year, bro. Hit me up, bro. Let's work.
Man, but like before just like any of that, like the road you've been on, we were involved with Omnimortem, so many of us, and that's basically like I remember Dom's interview 2 weeks ago. We were talking just about how much of like a brotherhood we really made out of it. What has Omnimortem meant to you?
Everything. It's meant everything to me. And everyone who has supported me since the very beginning in this group deserves credit for why I'm still going.
Yeah.
Like I definitely had little to no confidence when I first started out, and I don't think I would have ever thought to continue if it wasn't without the encouragement everyone's given me. And yeah, I mean, on that note, there's people I want to shout out, but if you have more questions, I'll let you do that. But I'm gonna have a big long list I wrote down.
All right, yeah, let's save that shout out list for the end, like the end of this interview, because yeah, there's a whole lot of people. There's got to be a whole lot of people, you can shout out here. But mainly for you, just you have this project coming up. Just like how would you describe, how would you describe the music on it, and what are you gonna do once this project drops? And what is the name? Okay, what is the name of the project first off?
Appreciate you for asking me that. I had written down a note to bring it up because I knew we were going to talk about so much. It's going to be called the Brittle Heart EP. It's going to come out this weekend. It's a 6-track EP. It's very ambient. I think anyone who appreciates the soundscapes of Witch House will like it, or anyone who just appreciates kind of spacious vocals over those.
And is it going to be under the Rosa Banshee alias?
Yes, it will. It will.
Okay. What is the name of it again?
Brittle Heart.
Brittle Hearts by Rosa Banshee, releasing this weekend, y'all. Go follow Rosa Banshee on SoundCloud. Go follow Connor Fly Jersey Devil on Instagram. He has new music coming out. And so, yeah, like, just, very Witch Housey, just, and, how long have you been, like, taking on this project?
So I think the earliest song on this project is probably from, let's see, I think it was last September, and that's going to be the ambient closer. Like, it's going to be an instrumental to close out the EP. Yeah, my workflow, really, you have to be me to understand it. It's like I'll make... Yeah, you good?
Yes. Sorry about that. You were talking about your workflow. How was it?
Yes.
Like,
so I was saying, I think you have to be in my shoes to understand it, because really what I do is I just pump out a bunch of demos and then I never revisit them. Like, I probably revisit 5% of what I make, and I have like terabytes of music. Just like, I mean, that's a stretch. That's definitely a stretch, but like definitely a ton of demos I've made just over the course of years. So I think this EP, it's just it wasn't like, these aren't my favorite tracks I've ever made. It's kind of just like based on vibe, like what works with what, because I have so much to give, and I just kind of want to ease into putting out a lot more. So this EP is going to be a great bridge for that.
I definitely believe so. You are somebody who keeps very busy with the amount of music that you make at any given time, and you do sit on probably piles of unreleased music, knowing you. Just like, I don't know, yeah, like, because you have songs such as, what drives you to release songs such as Queasiness compared to everything else that that you make in a given time?
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite I've put out. I think it got some love on SoundCloud. I don't know the exact stats, but it got some love. Yeah, I think that song, it's really just motivated by my mood at the time. Like any song I make is just motivated by how I'm feeling. Like, there's not really any substantial reason for why I put something out at a certain time. It's really just kind of, again, based on vibes. I think that song, though, was really just me trying to branch out from what I had made before. And I'm still trying to make songs like that. Like, I have a mixtape. Not trying to tease too much, but hey, if y'all made it this far, I'm going to get some teasers out there, okay? It's a mixtape, and it's coming very soon.
Mixtape coming very soon.
This EP is a little appetizer for it, but it's going to be a mixtape, and it's coming out in the next month or so. And there's definitely a lot of songs like that on it, just based on, you know, the sounds and stuff. I think really it's all based on what I want people to hear at the time. And if I feel comfortable enough to put something out that is me trying something new, I'll do it. And if I don't, I won't. You know, it's just really based on how I feel.
Hey, man. And we cannot wait for new music from you to drop all the time, man. Connor, it's been such a pleasure having you on the radio show. And I know you have
Likewise,
such a
man.
huge shout out list. Who would you like to shout out right now?
All right, here we go. I'm gonna crinkle my paper. It's actually written digitally, so I can't crinkle my paper. Hold on, 1 second.
Uncrinkling that paper, yo. Huge list. Right here on The Ritual at radiowicv.org.
Yeah.
New guests every week. That's what we do around here. We put on underground artists. Connor, go ahead, start reading off that list.
All right. First, I want to shout out Domino. The dude has amazing stuff in the vault. Y'all are gonna hear it soon. At least a good portion of it. I know dude's cooking right now. So his music is something I can definitely say I've never heard anyone else do before. So be on the lookout for that new Domino, because that shit will change your life. Okay, money back guarantee. That will change your life. Second, I want to shout out my day one Rob. He goes under Excephalation on music platforms, among maybe, I don't know, 50 billion different other aliases.
He has so many.
That's his one. That's his main one right now, so I'm gonna shout that one out. He's got a great ear. He's had my back since before I released a single track to the world. So stream.
And Exhalation has a lot of music out right now.
Lots of music out, and lots more coming soon. So stream Exhalation on all platforms. And then I'm gonna shout out another day one. I'm gonna shout out Ben, or B Flores. That's Flores, B Flores. We met online when we were real youngins, man. Many years ago, we both found music around the same time, and we've been tight ever since. So it's really been a pleasure collaborating with him. Like, he's such a talented producer. Sometimes it actually pisses me off. I'm like, dude, you can't be that good. That's illegal. You gotta be locked up, bro. So stream B Flores on all platforms. Do it now.
B Flores, yeah. B Flores, new mixtape out as well. In Absence.
Yes, In Absence just came out 3 days ago. It's one of the best tapes I've heard this year so far. So
that's exactly. This is the music that we have playing right now in the background. So, you know, gotta represent it.
Yes. So, additionally, I want to make sure I cover all my ground here. So I'm gonna just say everyone in the server and then some close friends. I want to shout out Nomad. I want to shout out Graystar. I want to shout out Orion, or Harunas. I'm not sure how you say the name. I think I'm saying it right. Ceremonies, incredibly gifted. Hear her music. She's putting out more stuff soon. We got collabs with her too. Voila, Lucy Carcass, Cult Friends, Blood Estate, and last but not least, bro, you. Okay, we got hella demos ready to go. We're gonna put them out soon, and I'm honestly like the stuff we've been making. I'm super proud of. Like, I've never been more satisfied with anything we've been making until recently. So,
and
people don't even know, man. People don't even know yet.
Last and absolutely not least, I know you're listening right now, Daniel. You are one of the most.
Oh, did I not? Oh no, I didn't put Daniel. No, I wrote it all out. Daniel,
you're good, bro.
Go follow Daniel on socials. Daniel is one of the most talented artists and editors that I've had the pleasure of knowing. Daniel is incredibly talented.
Oh, multi-talented, does so many different things.
Multidisciplinary. Daniel is the homie. Daniel is a day one as well. So support Daniel.
Yeah. Shoot, yeah, and man, yeah, Connor, we have a lot of music that we got to release, bro.
Very soon. Y'all don't even know. It's gonna make waves. So y'all are gonna like it.
Shoot.
So
And was
yeah,
there
shout
anybody
out.
else on the shout out list?
I want to shout out my friend Ted. I think he's listening right now. Thank you, bro. You're a day one as well.
Let's go.
Like legit day one. I met bro in like fourth grade. So that's a day one. Dude has my back. Dude made the best hoodie. Like he made a domino hoodie.
Oh, he was the one who made that. Wow,
Yeah.
yeah.
So dude's
Man.
very talented. He's good with the tools, man. He fixed my guitar the other day that I haven't been able to play since I was like 12. So hey, if you ever need a repair, hit up Ted, man. That guy's got you
That's
covered.
awesome.
So shout out Ted and shout out the band I got. Shout out Joe and John and them and Charlie, all those people that are in the band. That's coming out soon. That's a totally different thing. But
Yeah, wow.
shout out everyone, bro. If I missed you, you have the right to kill me, but just know none of this was intentional, okay?
Yeah. Kill him today.
Yeah, you can,
right now, today.
You can kill me if you want, but then I won't post more music, so you probably don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Not right now.
Yeah, not right now. Let me drop first, bro.
Yeah, for real.
All right, so shout out The Ritual. Shout out WICV.
Hey,
Shout out Micah. Shout out
that's
Chris.
us.
I love y'all, and thank you for
Right
listening.
here.
Follow me.
Thank you.
Follow me on Instagram, Fly Jersey Devil, or on SoundCloud, Rosa Banshee, among other pages.
Amazing, bro. Absolutely amazing. Right here on The Ritual Radio WICV, we have guests every single week. And Rosa Banshee, New Jersey native. Go check out Connor's music. So many good things coming up. Connor, thank you so much for being here, bro.
Absolutely, bro. Likewise, thank you for having me. And everyone have a good night. I love y'all. Thank you for listening, anyone who's here. God bless.
God bless, man.